What is up, Total Excellence? So tonight, dudes, I'm pretty excited. Um, Pretty much around this week, I discovered this character that was pretty interesting, and you know what? I should have shared it to my good buddy Tyler C. Carpenter because he's a huge Batman fan, and just to spread the word that the first Batman ever in the records of comics period is the Black Bat. So there's a lot to unravel with this character, and enough of my talking. I'm gonna actually talk color at the same time. That's pretty much the fun thing about Sunday Funday coloring is me coloring not only like indie creators characters, but characters that are from the independent space, and that it's been like that for freaking 50 years plus, or maybe even more than that, like 80 years plus. So, enough of my jibber jabbering. All right, dudes, I'm gonna disappear in 3, 2, 1. Poof. All right, so you guys are gonna still hear me jibber jabber and all this stuff, and let me show you the original cover piece for the Black Bat, because this is issue 7 for Black Bat. So here's the colors, and honestly, it's not a lot considering how this. I believe this is a variant cover for issue 7. This is not the main cover, but I just feel like maybe for the colors, and I mean, there's not a lot to work with, especially with the Black Bat in this illustration, and I felt kind of weird in a way. It felt kind of weird how the colorist chose these colors. Like, why has it been daytime? I mean, most of the time with the Black Bat, I mean, he's a vigilante at nighttime. So I found it kind of strange how he chose to do it in the daytime. But we'll make a fix of that. We'll make a fix of that in my end. So especially within my colors. So got my own coloring stuff and everything. So we'll make it more interesting. So yeah, dudes. The Black Bat is the first Batman ever in the history of comics. And the funny thing, too, is when people discovered the Black Bat, oh man, now I wonder. Sorry, dude, I just realized I did not create another layer called flats. So if you guys saw earlier, I was actually coloring in the ink work. And also, too, the important part is I did not record either. So that's another thing I gotta keep to record my time lapse in Clip Studio. It's like one of the best features ever in Clip Studio. So now we're gonna try this again. So we're gonna color it. Now you can tell that it's catching everything now. And yeah, dudes, like back then when Batman was first released from DC Comics by Bob Kane, and also this ghostwriter that Bob Kane hired, and yeah, it was an awfully strange time, but yeah, once Bob Kane is an interesting character. Not the most likable guy in the comics, within the history of comics. But I mean, he's pretty much has a bad rep of taking ideas. So most of the time, it's not really his original ideas. He just gets ideas from others. And this is pretty much a proven fact since we got the Black Bat. That literally is the first Batman ever. Okay, I mean, literally, his name is Black Bat. Okay, we'll, Bob Kane as a businessman. He's not an artist. He's a businessman. It's like, okay, we'll have a bad character, and his name is going to be Batman. So, boom, there you go. But, yeah, man. It's really interesting how this character in particular, how he was formed in a way. Um, Even his origin story has even been swiped by Marvel, and I'm like, gosh, man, this character just does. I mean, first off, his origin story is pretty dark, but once you guys hear the origin stories, I'm gonna get to, pretty much you're gonna be like, holy crap, this sounds very familiar, and it will once I get to it. Um, so yeah, this character, like, he's the first ever incarnation of who Batman is. Um, and oh, we got AKA Pat here in the chat. Yo, dude. Yo, dude. So, dudes, just a quick update. I'm going to be going on to AKA Pat's stream on his channel. I'm the first guest, so I'm pretty honored just to, be the first one to test the waters. Because I know he had like a lot of people, coming on to him and saying like, to go on his show and stuff. And, I respect, I respect my good buddy Peter over here that, now he's doing live streams and stuff for 2021. And, I don't like to like promote my, well, not promote, but like chill my stuff. Like I'll chill when it's time for me to go full on chilling once I'm getting close to releasing my book. But other than that, man, it's like, But I was pretty honored. My good buddy Peter, he reached out to me and told me like, "Oh, hey, dude, you're gonna be my first guy." I'm like, "What?" It's like, oh, okay. So I told him the time, which is gonna be like 8 or 9 o'clock. He says, "Awesome." F early. F doing anything early is like, yeah, man, it's pretty rough. But yeah, guys. So keep your eyes set on AKA Pad's channel. I'll be jumping on tomorrow night. So, but anyways, back to the story of this character, the Black Bat. So pretty much, not only the character's name and design has been swiped, but also his origin story. I'm surprised Bob King didn't even steal his origin story. He took the character design, that's for dang sure. But now we're gonna get to the origin story. Okay, we're gonna get juicy with it. Let me look into the. So pretty much, okay. So pretty much from the center of his body on down, it's all black. So pretty much his origin story is pretty interesting. When I heard the origin story, I'm like, huh, it's pretty familiar with another character that's also a copycat of DC's character. And his origin story is that this character, he's blind. Well, with Dynamite Comics version for the Black Bat, he's partially blind. He's not completely blind, but he's partially blind because of the new eyes that he's been given. So he could at least get a good hint on like his surroundings and stuff. And pretty much like how he loses his sight was pretty much, he was hanging out with the wrong people and stuff. Like every human being in the world. And, he met with the mob boss. They tied him down. And long story short, the mob boss told his guy, like, shove this fork down his eyes and make sure that he doesn't see anything ever again. And they did it. So he became blind. So now that we got to the part where, okay, he was around with mobs. He was around with the mob. I believe he was even a boxer too. I believe he was. I think he's even a boxer. So after that ordeal of his origin story, the big reveal was pretty much Marvel swiped the origin story from Black Bat himself and really took the whole origin. Not only like he took his origin story and the mere fact that this character was blind. So it's like I'm like, holy crap, man! It's like it's like man, with these like with the big two, like it's obvious like these dudes like copy off of each other with their characters and stuff. I mean, DC themselves, they rarely like copied anything from Marvel, but Marvel, holy crap, man, it's a huge copycat machine. Like, not only that, man, I just feel like Marvel was like this thing where like it's a printer, and whenever you put in front of it, it's gonna copy it. And of course, with so many copied characters, or even reinventing something that was already, in their library, it's like now it just blows my mind. It's like, geez Louise, it's like they even take like indie characters that, no one ever gonna know in the limelight. And the worst part is they think like, this Black Bat character was a copycat of Batman. And they were given letters, like these indie creators were getting like letters and stuff, like, oh, you stole from Batman. Mind you, this is around the time with Bob Kane and stuff. So it's like very long time ago. And they had a lawsuit, of course. Like the creators for the Black Bat, they had a lawsuit with these characters. So oh shoot. Speaking of my chitter chattering, we got Gingerton. What up, bro? What up, Ginge? Thanks for coming by the stream. And Ginge says, the original Batman, yes, it is. He is, most definitely. Or so the legend goes. No, or so the legend goes from the big two. That's their thing. So when I found out about this character, I'm like, holy crap, dude. I'm so angry. So they had a lawsuit, right? Like anything. It was back and forth. And Bob Kane, of course, as a businessman, he's trying to stall this whole court case for preventing this, It's like, yeah, they're like he does not mind losing money. Like it's not a big deal. Like Batman is his huge moneymaker, and I think he even stole a freaking villain from Jeez Louise, Bob Kane, dude. I don't like tarnishing other creators, especially those that are no longer around us anymore. But gosh, like, dude, just why? What did these creators ever do to you? Just take their stuff. Like, gosh, I don't know, man. I can't. Freaking, he even stole a character from the Black Bat, and the villain was pretty much based off of Two-Face from the Black Bat character. Well, not the character, but the villain from the Black Cat. I don't know why I keep stopping myself because I'm gonna keep saying Black Cats instead of Black Bats. I don't know why, but it's Black Bat. Ichthys, Black Bat. Gingerton says, he's a cool character. Shoot to me. Yeah, shoot to me, wound, not kill. Exactly. That's another thing, too. That's his motto. He's like, he uses his ammunition, like his guns, not to kill unless it's needed to. So it's like another thing that they stole from his. Oh my gosh, bro. It's like, God, you can't make this ever so obvious, man. It just pisses me off. It's like, God, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, dudes. It's just a passion within me, within the indie scene. Is like, no indie creator is safe. I mean, with this character is way more cooler than freaking Batman. Is like, I'm gonna say it, dudes. Like, he's way more cooler than freaking Batman himself, but due to popularity and stuff, like, it is what it is. Um, it's just a dang shame, man. Honestly. I mean, DC. I mean, even freaking God. Don't even get me started with the Shadow. Don't get me started with the Shadow. That's another character that people think they've stolen off of Batman, but these two characters in particular are literally the first incarnations before Batman. And yeah, dude, it's pretty wild, man. Yeah, so enough of my angry rants, but yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I love the Black Bat character. I'm gonna save up and get like the digital graphic novels from this character because he is so cool, man. Honestly, this dude is a really cool character that I think he deserves to have more of a limelight than Batman. And I think even the same creators that did freaking Batman, I know they could create a twice of a better story with this character because I mean they're basically the same character, except guess what? This dude holds freaking guns. Is like you could play around with this character of like trying to prevent himself to shooting anyone. Like who knows, man? You can do a story where like he's trying not to use his ammunition unless needed to, but that's his greatest fear. Is like he doesn't want to use it. Period. So it's like you can literally play around with this character. This character has so much potential that you could do. I wish I can even like build a scenario to even of a villain if I know of one, but I mean, again with the mobsters and stuff, just taunting him, just to play around with him, just actually trying to fire, because those mobsters don't freaking care. It's like they live their life like it's the last days. So turn off the ink. So get it here? Nah, not feeling it. How about now? Nah. Give me some times, dudes. I'm coloring. Ooh, actually, this fits him, actually. Excuse me. I'm going to keep turning off, but this is a potential. Let's try this one. Ooh, this one's also good. Another potential. Oh, shoot, wait. I didn't color it in. I think this one. So it's either this one or this one. Just the mere fact that this character is dark, a dark brewing character, we'll stick to this color scheme. And now we're going to go and color him in. Going to give him some nice white dental teeth because I am a dental hygienist in the colorist world. And we got my good buddy, the Cavalry Collective. Look at this incredible colorist. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, aka Paul Tucker. Let me see. The Cavalry Collective says, I'm already barely able to stay awake, but I wanted to make sure I poke my head in to say hi, and you're awesome. No, you are awesome, Cavalry. Thank you so much, dude, for coming by, man. Yeah, rest up, dude, because I know your day job, and I don't want to like dox you or anything within your private life, but dude, go to freaking sleep, man, because I know you gotta wake up super early and prep everything up the week ahead. Oh man, I kept chitter chattering, and Ginge is just putting out some good chats. Let me see. Batman. Batman used to shoot people back in the early books. Yeah, you're right. He did. So I think that's another reason why they even freaking like laid throw a lawsuit on these dudes in the first place. Like, it's like you not only have a character called Batman, but now you dare to freaking like have him have guns? How freaking dare you? See, I love the Shadow. I used to listen to the old Shadow serialized radio dramas. No freaking way. Yeah, you know what? I think you can actually in YouTube. You can actually listen to the serialized radio dramas. I think I even listened to a radio drama in for Tarzan. It was pretty interesting, man. It's like how we evolved so much. I mean, just the entertainment itself, how much it evolved so much back then before television was a thing, right? Um, it's pretty wild, dude. Honestly, it's like you just think to yourself how we evolved so much as humans and technology and all this crazy stuff, dude. It's like, whew, man. But I love to chit chat and all this stuff, and I want to continue on to your chat too. Let me see. Ginger says from like black and white before TV days, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was before even television was even invented. That's why the whole radio dramas were a thing. I mean, that's another thing too that was very interesting. That I started capturing like the radio dramas. It's like another way for you to like even picture things in your mind that the narrator is pretty much the storyteller. He's telling you the story, but now you got to fill in your imagination on what is going on within these stories and stuff, and it's pretty exciting, man. It's like God. I mean, right now the new evolution for radio drama is now audiobooks, because that's the new. I think that's another way it has evolved now. It's like audiobooks is another thing where it's a new adoption for these radio dramas. Like I used to subscribe to Audible. I'm still debating whether I might do a subscription just to have more inspiration on storytelling and just listening. And I just feel like it's a more faster way for me to even know, just to get more ideas for storytelling and stuff. And so I'm just debating on it. I mean, the subscription for Audible is not bad at all, by all means. But yeah, dudes. I mean, it is awesome, man. I love listening to audiobooks. They're awesome. It just takes you in a whole new other dimension. And let me darken him up a little bit more. And then, actually, I'll just give him the same color that I have up above. I don't know why I make it so difficult on myself, but whatever. Maybe if I just turn off, because I feel like it's not even the same black. Yeah, it's the same black. All right, whatever. I'm gonna make this scene more of a dark scene, and this, I don't know what the heck this is supposed to be. It just makes this scene kind of like awkward in a way, but we'll fix it. I'm going to put fog in the background, so that way it kind of like, what's great about this scene, it's windy, so it's just a windy, it's like a fog, windy rooftop scene. So it's going to work. Let me see. Gingerson says, radio dramas are the OG podcast. Yeah, that's another good. That's actually a good idea too. It is like an old OG. What was it? Yeah, it's like another OG podcasting. I know they had like a schedule too. how they did with these radio dramas. They had a schedule too of like what's going to be the next story, and even like they had commercials and all this stuff. So it's just wild, man. Like I just love the internet. There's a love and hate whenever it comes to the internet, but I just choose to see the positive because the internet is literally a time capsule. Like anything that has existed, you're gonna see it in the internet. Whoever encapsulated this, I mean, hell, like people who are able to like record their VHS and tapes, like now there's like a special thing where now you can like convert anything from your VHS into digital like that. Don't explain. Don't Don't ask me how they did it, but it's possible. The reason why I knew about this because I think it's CBS that does that service, so you have a good idea on yeah, like you got a good like I have a good idea like what exactly is it they do that they're going to be doing. Again, man, it's just wild how technology has advanced. So it just explains so much as like how people record their home movies, commercials. The funny thing too is, let me check on the chat. See, Ginger says, I use Audible. There's a ton of great resources on there. The last book I listened to was Stephen King's book on writing. Stevens narrates the book, and it's a lot of, oh, wow. That's another thing, too, I love about Audible, too, is that the authors narrate their own books, and that, to me, is so awesome. Yeah, man, I gotta really, like, think and really invest on it, because I would totally would want to listen to Audible of Stephen King's book on writing. Honestly, dude, because you and Hawk, God bless your souls for reading my okay script, but I truly do appreciate it. The okay dialogue. Oh man, I'm just so happy. It has a reaction. So I'm most definitely going to reconsider looking into it and investing on Audible, because I mean I really want to improve on writing and just hire an artist, because doing art, man, takes so much freaking time. And it's not only that, but I just don't have the speed. Like I have the speed for coloring. Like coloring, it's not bad. Like I can see why it's difficult for others, but since I have a graphic design background, I mean, me seeing colors isn't too hard. You just gotta. It's like how I reference or even know how to color certain things is like I reference things that I watched in movies or now comic books, for example. How I see comic books, how they colored certain buildings. Like there's a thing when you guys, watch my stream with, Friday when I was coloring the poster for the flock. Like the background, there was like bricks. So instantly I know I'm going to color those bricks red. Why? There's no other colors I see that are brick walls other than red. I've seen like red brick walls on like New York City from Spider-Man, or I don't know, just whenever I see bricks, I think of New York. Even though, in the scenario of this, of this book, it's from Canada. I don't know if Canada has freaking, brick walls. I almost definitely will ask Larry. He's Canadian, but if I see brick walls, that is rectangular, I'm most definitely going to color it red. I'm not going to color it orange, Why would I color it orange? It would not make sense, right? So I mean, it's just a lot of just make sense of it. Is what I'm just trying to say. Make sense of what the colors are going to be for the scene. Let's see, because coloring is also just takes time. But with this stream, for me, it's like another way of saying like, look, if I can get something done under 2 hours, just without all the extra detail work like lighting and stuff, you can get it done within a 2 hours span. And this one in particular, I'm gonna get it done so easy, man. It's gonna be stupid, It's gonna be stupid finished. It's like all I need to do is just figure out how to color the background. Because right now I already finished coloring the costume. I gotta color his gun, which is gonna be next. Once I add the shadows, I'm most definitely gonna do more detail. Like I'm gonna use like so that way you can see the little ants like this for sure. And the line work here, I'm gonna put some shadows. I'm gonna like around these walls, I'm gonna put a deeper shade of the blue. So that way you can tell like, okay, these are like stains or kind of like the stains of the wall and all this stuff. And then there's a shadow too. Not referring the character to the shadow, but the shadow from the character. And we got Comic Talk with Pops Van Zan. What is up, Total Excellence? I am doing excellent, Pops. How are you doing, dude? How was CromCon, dude? Because I know you had a special of European creators, which is so awesome, man. Going across the world just to get to know all these creators, man. Here's the Pop says, big day, successful launch party for Rich Peralta. Oh, awesome, dude. Congrats to him. Let me see. How you doing? I just told you, dude. I'm doing excellent. Unless that's Ginger's question. Let me see. I think the building in the background, those are buildings, I think, skyscrapers. Yeah, I think those are skyscrapers too, but I don't know. It's just weird, honestly. But I honestly don't know where this city is being taking place. Maybe it's in New York, because it's freaking New York. Let me see. I'm not gonna highlight it, Ginge, because I don't want you to get in trouble. But thank you though. I won't quote you on what you told me, so thank you so much, Ginge. I really appreciate it. All right, let me go in. Let me color his freaking guns, because this is bothering me. Don't like it, man. Don't like that his guns aren't colored. Let's go and make it metal black. Actually, we'll just keep that here. And then, more like the finer detail work, I'm going to make sure, line work doesn't go too bad. So we're going to do that. What the heck is in front of his hand? Let me turn off the flats. What the heck is that? Oh, it's his finger. God, I couldn't even tell what the hell that was. See, 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. It looks like he has like 6 fingers. I don't know if you guys even know what the heck I'm talking about. It's like here. That looks like a finger, but then you guys see this, and then this finger, then this one. Oh God! All right, I'm gonna stop talking. I tagged Dynamite when I made the tweet, so so Dynamite Comics. If you see me color your stuff, I'm open for business. So, anyways, dudes. Yeah, I love the character. I'm freaking am gonna like buy these digital graphic novels that they have on Comixology. So yeah, dudes. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the first Batman? Because Bob Kane, I swear, man, I don't know. It's like it's just the last name. It just signifies what type of character he is. I mean, the freaking character from the Bible, like Cain. God, I don't know who would name their child Cain, but you know what? It's none of my business because y'all choose how you want to name your child. But gosh dang it, man, Cain just killed his own brother. It's like freaking Bob Kane is just killing everyone's characters and saying it's his own. It's like, gosh dang it, dude. Why? It's like you steal the character design, you steal the character's motto, and you dare to even have Batman at some point holding guns. It's like, what more do you want, Bob Kane? You're already filthy rich. Gosh dang it, man. I'm sorry. I'm I'm just hitting Bob Kane's tombstone just making this stream. It's just, I just don't like thieves, man. I just don't like thieves. What's up, Jake? Thanks for coming by the stream, buddy. Got Jake Twister in the house. You see, Pop says CrownCon Europe was awesome. You got to watch the final panel. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna make sure I catch up to all of your awesome virtual cons, dude. But yeah. So I haven't even finished my story on the court case. So pretty much how the court case ended, again, Bob Kane lucked out because like the person that was helping out with the whole court case situation, turns out the person who was working at DC worked with the dudes, I believe, as far as I know the story goes. I'll make sure I share the link of the video, but pretty much in the court, how the court case ended, one of the reps who worked at DC knows the guys who worked on the Black Bat, and they even helped the creators from the Black Bat to publish their books. So, in ironic terms, he was able to work something out where the Black Bat and Batman coexist in the same universe. So, I don't know how this dude was able to do it, but he did it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just angry. I'm just triggered, dudes. I am just triggered. Like freaking Black Bat's guns. I am that triggered. It's like no warning shots. Just go for the kill. No, just go for the kill, dude. I won't get mad. But yeah, dudes. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the whole situation with? Because Ginge, I know you saw it. I shared it on your Discord. I don't know, I'm really intrigued. This is like one of those things where it's gonna relate to everyone in the indie scene. It's like it's not only like it's like are you? It's God. I don't know, man. It's kind of scary in a way where it's like is like one thing's for sure. It's scary enough that you spend your whole life just inventing a character, and then you finally have it in fruition. And yeah, maybe you don't have the attention or the publicity that you would not reach, but now you got but now you got like the big two that have a reach and have an audience for some random dude to take your idea and just mix it up into their own thing. So avoid any legal things, and then boom, like they're making millions of dollars off of your character. But yeah, man. Ugh. Yeah, I don't. I honestly see Bob Kane. Excuse me. How I see Bob Kane. I don't see Bob Kane as a creator. I see Bob Kane as a businessman. And him as a businessman, he's a smart man. So that's the only thing I'll give him credit. He's smart within the business world. Creativity, I'm gonna say zero. I mean, like, look, I'm not gonna say whatever ideas we're gonna think of is gonna be original because it's not. Honestly, it's not. I mean, even for my characters for the Gators, you know, it's an inspiration for all the things that I have seen and looked, and do my best to, make it twice as awesome. And let me go and switch around. Let me go and check on the chat because I've been a chatterbox. Let me see. Gingerton says, "Well, Itch, when you get poltergeisted by the ghost of Bob Kane, don't be confused why." Let me see. Jake Twister says, "Coming here to wind down after a nasty session with Resident Evil 2 remake." Oh man, I'm so sorry, Jake. I know. My bad, Jake. Well, Mr. X isn't very nice. Let me see. Jake Twister says, Ichthys, in all fairness, it's not the suit, but the content that makes the character. You're right. It's just the content is from, from this character, though. God, I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's a touchy subject, honestly. I get whenever it comes to certain things like this, like, oh, I get really passionate. And, I don't know. I shouldn't say anything either when it comes to the Image guys, because, I mean, they played it safe when they opened their, with Youngblood. Youngblood is a copycat of Teen Titans, and Cyberforce and Wildcats is a carbon copy of the X-Men. So, I mean, in all fairness, like, yeah, like you could see some kind of resemblance, but you can like they're their own character in a way. That I kind of feel like it can get away with it because again they put in thought of these characters and they have their own niche is what I'm thinking of is they have their own niche to make sure it's something that I mean, hell, like I think oh, let me see John, yeah, I think Cyberforce was John Romita. I don't know if I'm even saying the series correctly, Cyberforce, but all right. So now with the background, now I gotta think of like a cityscape nighttime thing going on in the background. So I'm gonna make another layer called night. So that way, all my focus on the character design with the colors and stuff. And so now, Ginger says, now I'm wondering past Bob Kane's initial run of Batman, which writer really solidified Batman? I mean, that's the thing. Is like the first writer was a ghost writer, so it's I don't know. Even that one is like another like controversial debate because ghost writers tend to not, they're ghost writers. They don't are given any credit whatsoever. I mean, that's the name of the game. It's called a ghostwriter for a reason, but you know, I just don't know, man. Even the term ghostwriter, I don't know. It's just weird, man. Just the world of creativity is just weird in general. All right, let's see. Go and finish off with coloring. All right, bam. So nighttime cityscape scene. So I already got like a dark blue going on. Let me grab that one really quick. And I'm going to go and make it a little bit more darker. Let me go and switch a little bit dark. So we're solidifying this is nighttime. Ooh, you know what? What the flip am I doing? I can do this. Let me turn off the inks. Let me go and actually create. Let me use a brush, right? So now use a paintbrush tool to do some digital painting going on. Let me turn it back on. And now what we'll do next is I'm going to look for a brush. Let's try this brush. This is a hard round brush, so we're gonna see how it's gonna look. But for sure, for the bottom part, we're gonna do it dark. All right, so do that. No. All right, this is really awkward. Let me turn this off. Do that. Let me do it over again because that was really weird and awkward. I think it's just a hard brush that I'm using. Kind of is not giving me what I wanted. So now I'm gonna go and do this. All right, actually, make my life more easier to use an airbrush because that's what I love. I love airbrushes. Now, color at the top, right? Okay, now do this. Kind of like this gust of wind going on. where it gets darker where he's at. So we're gonna make it a little bit more darker. Gonna talk shop, make it dark enough where I think he's not too blended in. And then we'll create another layer, which will be fog, because I have a layer that's gonna be a fog. So fog, or smoke, however it's gonna be called. Go through my brush layers. If I can freaking find it. If not, then I gotta look through all my other preset brushes. Okay, let's look here. Okay, perfect. We got a sample brush. Got smoke. Got this one. Let's try this one first. Cityscape. So let's go and try gray. All right, we'll do gray. And then try again. So what we'll do next is let me try duplicating the layer. Okay, and then I want to use this checker thing, kind of lighten it up a bit, somewhat. And then I'm going to use this color again. Kind of signifying like, you know, light to dark. You know what? This actually looks way better doing it like that. See, do some smoke coming out of the chambers of the gun, like he just fired 2 clips off. You know what? I like the idea you've given me, Ginge. I'm most definitely going to do that. You see, Gingergen says, the way Image did it feels more like a direct competition as opposed to Bob Kane taking Black Bat for a brand new character, if that makes sense. Yeah, no, it totally does make sense. It totally does. At least with, like, everyone is on the nose, like, okay, like Youngblood, Teen Titans, Cyberforce, and and freaking God, Wildcats. They're the X-Men because these dudes worked on the X-Men series run, and then with God Portasio, I can only remember the last name. Oh, Will Portasio, I think. He created Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk is obviously the Batman for Image Comics, and then with Todd McFarlane, his things like a huge mix of all the things he did. So Spawn is basically a mix of like a supernatural Batman, and then these cool chains are like McFarlane's way of his substitution with Spider-Man's webs. So again, even the character designs are way different, but there's like inspiration behind it. Let's see, Ginger says, watching you color makes me want to learn. I'm hopefully going to start my weekly stream by the end of February, mid-March. I was going to buy a laptop, but I had to take my dog to the vet. Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, man, life happens sometimes, dude. I can totally relate, dude. So, yeah, so let me go get back to your suggestion. So I actually have a brush. Thank God for Trent Canuga, because I had such a great Christmas to even have these brushes. So we're going to create another layer called Gunsmoke. So now we're going to go and do that. Go and make sure that can't the Gunsmoke come out? Is it because... There you go. All right, it's because of layer. Because of the layering. All right, so let's try this again. Let's do this. All right, this is somewhat decent. Okay, so, all right, yeah. God, what the heck is this? This does not look like smoke. This is just, because I know with certain brushes, it's not going to be perfect. I don't know, I think I might use this again. The one I used beforehand for the background. What the heck? Now I got lost with. Okay, there we go. The sample brush I was using freaking looks like smoke. Oh God. All right, now got that. So now, with my beautiful powers of having graphic design, now we just play around with this smoke, and then, oh hell yeah! What did I tell you? What did I tell you, dudes? All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna use an airbrush tool, right? All right, where the heck is the airbrush? Give me time, dudes. Be patient with me. Bear with me. All right, now, oh my God. You could see the cursor. It was gigantic, so we'll do it like this. And that. Just play around with this a little bit. So that way it kind of looks like. And then I'm going to see if I copy and paste it. Look, now it looks way more natural. So now I'm going to do this copy and paste. Okay, that really don't look bad. Okay, I got to stop distracting myself. Come on, like this. You got this. Gotta stop distracting yourself. Now, let's play around with the gun chambers. Smoke. So credit to Ginge over here making this illustration even twice as awesome, because I honestly wouldn't have think of that. So now, yeah, good eye, Ginge. Good eye. You have an eye for it. All right, awesome. So let's do this. Let's duplicate these layers. I think they look fine the way they are. Let me see. Jake Twister says 6 of 8 wood pencils. I don't know what you mean by that. Hey, nice work, bro. Yeah, no, thank you, dude. Jin Gingerton says, takes hat off. My pleasure, buddy. Is it? On to number 7. Oh, okay. I think you're referring to like the number of issues. Actually, this is issue 7. So we are already working on issue 7. But Dynamite. I'm open for business. I am on your side when it comes to creativity in the indie scene. Who knows, dudes? Because I for sure know I have an eye. I know for a fact I have an eye with colors, and it's all because I have a background with graphic design. So now, let's do the fun part now, which is shadows. Let's do shadows, multiplier layer, and we'll just lower down the opacity. It's going to be, we'll use like the same blue on the bottom here. I don't need to. Okay, I'm going to use the airbrush. We'll just fill that in. This is honestly my favorite part, is doing shadows. Shadows part, and then honestly, you don't need to do this. What I'm doing is like I'm just coloring in all like the lines and all that stuff that the artist made. I honestly don't need to follow. I don't necessarily need to follow what the artist has drawn to signify the shadows and stuff. I don't need to follow through that, but I feel like, it kind of adds more effect to it, and it looks cooler that way. And the reason why I'm happy too is that there's no lighting when it comes to clothing. Now, when it comes to the face, though, the face is different. You got to put some lighting into the face. I'm going to zoom out so that way I get a good idea how it's going to look. All right, let me see. Ginger says, I want this a poster on my wall. Oh, man, thank you so much, dude. Let's see. Jake Twister says, strong desaturations like this. Yeah, I love, love, love. I love freaking doing shadows, dude. Especially when it comes to God, uh, especially doing shadows, man. Shadows are like, that's the fun part, man. That's honestly the fun part of coloring, is adding shadows to it. Go and play around with this a little bit more. I feel like I did a little too much than I should, but okay, now back, do that. Is that the end of his cape? Yeah, that's the end of his cape. So we'll color that in more. So I can get away with that. With the shadows layer, I put multiply and then lower down the opacity 70%. We'll play around with the opacity a little more, but I think it's good enough. Then we're going to play around with the gun chambers. I think I'll color it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more to make sure I'm actually coloring it. Now you can see closely, well, I'm not way too close, but you can tell this is the same dark blue as I've color picked from the building because, again, we want to create consistency in the scene, and so there's not really much changes going on with the shadows. Again, the opacity is down to 70%, but let's see, maybe you can see it if I put 100%. So you can tell right now, like, it's the same blue, but like again, it's pretty hidden, so you can't really tell. But there you see, like now it's way more. Like right here, you can tell this is the same blue as I copied from here. So that's another trick that I was taking in the Udemy course. It's like because how I did it before when I did the shadows, I would color pick like with my Clayman coloring stream. I color picked all of the colors around the character, so the shadows are consistent. But you can do that again. Coloring is multiple ways of doing it, but just to make it more easier on yourself and more faster and consistent, use one color as a shadow. So this is 100%. I mean, even with 100%, it looks pretty awesome. But we can lower down the opacity a bit. And then, again, 70 looks promising. It honestly is more promising. So let me color this a little bit more. I don't want to spend too much on this piece because I want to go back working on the flock poster. Because that one, I want to take as much time as I can and take advantage of it. God, what was I going to say? Yeah, just take as much advantage as I can with the time given until I got to work on another coloring commission that's going to be around the time of February. I believe is going to be around the early month of February. I'm not really sure, but you know, I'm going to take as much advantage I can for the Flock comic. And then we'll add shadows to this bad boy here. All the little things here. Yeah, honestly, so I'm going to go over the layer. I'm not done, but I want to show you an idea what's the original colors for the piece. So this is the original color. So I'm, you know, in the beginning of the stream, I'm so confused why this was chosen. You know, honestly, I'm confused why, because this character is mostly a vigilante at night. I honestly didn't read the comics if he does fight on daytime. That could be very different. And it could make a lot of sense within the scene of this illustration. But this dude fights at night. So this makes more sense in a way. And besides, this is foggy night. So I might play around with the whites. Not too much though, because again, I got a deadline to meet. So let's go and do this. Let me go back to my flats layers. Actually, I can get away with it being a shadow, so we'll do that. Okay, now go. Let me color in the straps where his guns are hold. There's a Jake Twister. The night scene makes it more makes it pulpier. That's the thing too. They're going like the genre from the Black Bat. It's a mystery superhero and pulp fiction. So I'm glad that you said it, Jake. That because of you said it, I made it look like it's more pulp fiction, which is exactly what the Black Bat is. So what else can we appropriately shadow? We'll shadow this, this, this. I don't really care at this point. Just want to get this done in less than a few hours. What time is it? 10, 11. Not bad. Not bad for literally under like an hour and 11 minutes. So not bad at all, dudes. So now we'll play around with the skyscraper. Actually, I'll create another layer because it looks really awkward in the flats layer. Put skyscraper layer over it, and then kind of, play around with it more. Use like the lasso tool to just to generally grab it. Just a general sense of what color the buildings are going to be. It's over the flats layer though, so I'm going to do that so I don't mess up my freaking colors. Now that that's done, what I'll do next is use the airbrush tool. Then, just do my thing, just color. I mean, I think you're not going to see the skyscraper, but, honestly, you don't know the whole purpose why this dude had the skyscraper, but whatever, man. It is what it is. I gotta work, I gotta work what's given to me. Excuse me, dudes. Now I gotta find my smoke thing again. I think it's the other preset brush. Yes, it is. All right, now again, we're just playing around with it because I think the white makes it more pop. Let me see. You should tag Dynamite and the creative team for this book when you post it on Twitter. Bro, who knows? Maybe they'll they will like it or share it. Yeah, no, there's a possibility because I tagged Brett Booth for the Cyclops dude, and bro, that thing blew up, man. Everyone loved it. And the funny thing too is like I didn't even know the original color. What was it? The original, God, the original coloring for that suit, and everyone freaking loved it because I just colored what I know. It's Cyclops signature, the blue and the yellow. And when I looked at the original color scheme of that suit, God, that red color was so out of touch with Cyclops's color scheme. That God, now I remember the name of it. Color scheme. That costume, I was not a fan of the costume either, but I followed through the color scheme that I know and was familiar with. So I did what I did. See, Jin Gingerton says, not trying to flex on the original cover colorist, but yeah, man. I mean, again, due to the mainstream, everyone's under a tight schedule, but at least I got this done under 2 hours, so not bad, not bad at all. So now let's do some shadow work on his face. Because guess what? It's freaking nighttime. Well, then again, I could play around with the lighting, but I got other better things to do that I'm actually getting paid. Not flexing though. But Dynamite. I'm your guy. Why am I not coloring? Oh, no wonder. My freaking thing is not selected. That's why. Okay, so do that. But yeah, man, this was a joy. I would definitely would love to do work like this, where characters that should have gone the the limelight that it deserves. Now, what we'll do next is I want to create another layer. I'll do a small lighting. It's nothing big, nothing big. If I remember correctly, how the tutorial was, because the tutorial for the lights and shadows Udemy class that made it more easier. He used a different software, but again, it's going to translate easier on. Oh, now I know it's screen. That's the lighting for it, screen. So we'll put lighting. If I'm correct, I think I can use the same lighting, but who knows? So let's do this. If you're even gonna see the lights, I'm gonna doubt it, but it's worth a shot, dude. I never did lighting in this stream, so if my assumptions are correct, the light should be hitting him like in his cheek, somewhere like here, right? There you go. Somewhat decent. And lower down the opacity a bit. Let's try another one. Let's try soft light. That is wow. That defeats my purpose of a light. It's just made it darker. Yeah, it just made it. Well, then again, it did make it twice as better though. Let me go to 100%. You're not gonna freaking see it unless you do like what I did and zoom in like a noob. That's what noobs do. They zoom in. But it actually does help lighten the whole scenario. So let's do that. But just, I mean, Made no difference, honestly, dude. So we'll do shadows. We're gonna keep it shadows, dude. Because he's the vigilante of the night. So we'll do that. We're gonna darken him up a bit. And then bam. Ooh, you know oh man, this is vital, dudes. I did not add shadow to his hands. See, Jin says, that Cyclops rocked for real. Yeah, dude. I honestly did not think it was gonna blow up on freaking Twitter, man. Honestly. I'm not gonna say like 1,000K or anything, but dudes, like that's more likes and retweets that any post that I did for all the streams I've done, man. So that was like, that was freaking free advertising. And I got one new sub too out of it. I'm so happy too, man. That's what matters the most to me. Is like I had a new person who was interested in it, was willing to even look at my stuff and see my progress on it. So to me that was a huge win. Was getting a new sub and a new follower. So that to me was a huge win. Let me go and keep coloring. Yeah, James. One of these days, dude, you finally have the time. Well, not time, but once you got the budget to get a laptop, man, and start calling, bro, I will hook you up with not hook you up. I'll give you I'll send you recommendations of classes. I wish I could hook you up if I know those dudes that would give me these Udemy courses, but I'm not at that level yet. But if you want like tips and stuff with coloring, dude, my doors are open, man. Just because you and Hawk were willing to take the time in reading a script, because I believe I've watched like one of the streams. The dude, his stream was more focused on writing. And I'm an artist. I neglect writers in a certain way where I don't know how much of a long process it is on writers' ends when it comes to like reading over a comic script and like whether or not like if it's even going to be entertaining or not. But script is a script, and having even like the motivation to even freaking like read it all the way through just to know of how to break it. So try not to shatter dreams. But yeah, man, I'm willing to learn and start doing comics, man. Regardless whether I'll be famous. I'm famous. Yeah, right. I mean, I think what I love about comics is it's a good balance. It's like people will know when they know you under the umbrella. Nothing relating to the Umbrella Academy. But, it's like you can have a private life and, those that actually read comics would actually know who you are. So I think that's another fun, well-balanced way. It's like I'm a celebrity, but not really. Oh, I do comic books. Oh yeah, you do Batman and Superman? No, I do something way better. I actually work on the characters that were originally taken from Batman and Superman. So in your face, Marvel and DC, for tarnishing our generation. I'm kidding. So let me darken this a little more. Oh hell yeah, I love this darkness. So now I'm gonna play around with this. Oh God, what was that? Oh, that's why. Okay, now, wow, you can't even freaking see like, gosh dang signatures here, because that's where I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put my freaking signature there. So I'll chill out with the smoke. Let's see. Okay, so pretty much my light layer. If I even can grab the colors, whatever. So the night layer, I'll just, make sure you can actually see the damn names. Because I want to put my name in there under it. Where's that smoke layer? It's in the second one. Perfect. Okay, now say goodbye to the cool smoke because I want my name to show up so they know who the heck did this. Alright, cool. I think we can say we're done, right, dudes? I think so. So I think it's appropriate for me to create another layer. We'll call it Sig or signature in short. Now, we'll grab an ink tool, crow quill, and then do my famous signature. And make it nice and big too. Screw you dudes for making it so tiny. Well, then again, I don't know. God, why is the stroke so big? Alright, there we go. Bam. CH, T, H again. Actually, that's too far to read. So Y, 5, then I'll put 21. Actually, I'll just leave 1 here. Yep, dudes. I'm going to save it as. Okay. I'm going to save my progress. See, Gingerton says maybe shadow the cape more in the middle to show more of the bat's shadow silhouette on the inside of the cape. Gingerton says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll be coming to you for some coloring help." Yeah, most definitely, man. I'll love to help, man, in any way. Jake Twister says, "Jokes on the big two for losing 2 generations of talent." Yeah, dude, that's another thing too that they messed up, man. Really, 2 generations of talent. But whatever, man. It's their business, not mine. Okay, color pick that. So I'll take Ginger's suggestion and see how that's gonna look. Okay. I think that looks good. All right. Let me lower it down to. See, the cape looks better. Disregard that comment. Oh, shoot. Is he? Nice, bro. Well, regardless, I think even if you wanted me to disregard the comment, it's all good. I think even that, I think I made it a little bit more better. So thank you again, Ginge. Man, just 2 inputs of Ginge, and that's it, man. He made this illustration twice as awesome. Is there anything else I need to put shadows? Damn, I put too much shadows on that freaking hand. And again, it is the way to illustrate. Yeah, I think it's good to shadow in. Let's shadow in the right arm a little more. It's a way of it. Damn. Okay, so it's way better now. Okay, now that. See, it does look good, bro. Awesome job. Thank you again, Ginge. Thank you, dude, for putting in your suggestions, and you made this illustration awesome too, man. Again, this is a team effort. You guys did an amazing job. Thank you all so much for putting up with my rants early in the stream, but I just like to voice my opinion, and this is pretty much the only place I can voice my opinion in a healthy manner, because indie creators deserve more attention and praise than they should. Yeah, man. An hour and 31 minutes, man. That's awesome. So, for a minimalistic illustration, we just made it twice as better. So let's do this again, guys. Not to. So here's the original illustration. The original colors. Not bad. I believe it's Kyle Ritter. Kyle Ritter. Why is that name so familiar now? Kyle Ritter colorist. I don't know. Whoever the colorist is. It has to be Kyle Ritter because I don't see his signature there. So Kyle Ritter. No offense, dude. Who knows? Maybe you followed their instructions. They want to be in the morning, and you're like, no, it's stupid, but whatever. They paid me to do it. So this looks way more Pulp Fiction. So I'm happy how it looks. So we're going to go and save our progress and then end the stream, dudes. Because I got to jump on to the Flock comic poster. Super, super excited. See, he's popular. I've heard Kyle Ritter's name before. Yeah, me too, dude. I've got to look him up after the stream ends. But yeah, man. Thank you, dudes, so much for watching this stream. I think this is by far in history of Sunday Funday Coloring where we got to finish the stream less than freaking 2 hours, dude. I mean, achievement unlocked. I mean, it just shows how much I have improved a lot with coloring and just even faster ways, and even the brushes I got from that was so weird. Oh my goodness. I'm going back to StreamYards after that. That was weird. You disappeared. I did not mean to. I lost connection. That's what happened. But anyways, dudes, thank you again so much for the abruptness of what happened. Y'all ooze of excellence, as always. The greatest thing is it just shut off when I'm ending the stream. That to me is the best part. So, I'm happy how I ended it. It's less than a freaking hour. Not an hour. It's like an hour and 30 minutes. So that's pretty freaking great, man. Just to finish a coloring job, especially something with an illustration that simple. Boom. That's it, dudes. So Thank you all so much for watching the stream. God bless, guys. Have an awesome Sunday.